So today we are bringing you a little bit of a different kind of video. We've got one legit, confirmed, set in stone, headlining piece of news that I wanted to dive into, and then we have some rumors. But ultimately, there are a number of things that we can talk about today, like if we wanted to make crumb cake out of these crumbs, we can talk about the minor signings by the New York Rangers. Eric Robinson in Carolina got an extension today. There were a number of guys that signed deals. Colorado, for example, they signed a few dudes that aren't really the most significant names. But the one signing that did happen this morning that everybody is talking about was made about 3 hours ago. It's the Winnipeg Jets bringing home Captain Serious Jonathan Toews has officially signed with the Jets, and this is automatically the most interesting signing of the offseason. Like, no matter where Brad Marchand goes, no matter where Mitch Marner goes, like, these might be more impactful signings. These might be guys that are better and more sustainable in the NHL right now compared to Jonathan Toews. But seeing what Toews can do with his hometown Winnipeg Jets, that's the most interesting signing. And there's none that is going to come close. Now, the deal is 1 year long, and that is the biggest thing that we have to dive into here. It's 1 year, he's 37, and the Jets' social media doesn't give us all the details. This video that was posted on the Winnipeg Jets Twitter account just says, oh yeah, he's coming home. And it shows some highlights of him dangling by guys, lifting the cup, and it shows some media videos of people going out there and speculating Jonathan Toews' arrival wherever it is. But the actual contract is even more interesting than the situation itself. Let's go out there and read this. Elliot Friedman posted, again with Ken Wiebe, Jonathan Toews and the Jets contract breakdown. The base salary is $2 million, but then there are a bunch of bonuses. After 20 regular season games played, Jonathan Toews gets $550,000. After 30, he gets $550,000. After 40, 50, and 60, he gets $550,000 each. So if you're doing the math here, 550 multiplied out by 5, he has the chance to get an extra $2.75 million if he plays 60 plus regular season games. Now, that's not even it. Take $2 million, the base salary, plus $2.75 million, the 60 game played bonus. That's a total of $4.75 million if he plays 60 games. But if the Jets make the playoffs and Toews plays 50 games, he gets an extra $500,000. If the Jets win round 1 and Toews plays 50% of the games there, he gets another $250,000. If the Jets win round 2 and Toews plays 50% of those games, he gets an extra $250,000. If the Jets win the third round and Toews plays 50% of those round 3 games, he gets an extra $252,000. And then if the Jets win the Stanley Cup and Toews plays 50% of the Stanley Cup Finals, he gets $1 million. Look, these are all bonuses. They're not guaranteed. It's not even guaranteed that Toews will even play more than 10 games, really. But if you assume Toews is an NHL player through and through, and he will play all of the Winnipeg Jets games this upcoming season, again, it's not really guaranteed that he does that, but if you assume that he does do that, this guy can earn $4.75 million in regular season money, with the bonuses included, and an extra, what is that, $2.25 million in the playoffs? What, you add everything together, 225 plus 275 plus the base salary of 2, Jonathan Toews can make $7 million next year. What in the world? Bruh. Like, I get it, he's a good player, or he was a good player. He was very effective after coming back to the NHL after his bout with long COVID. 31 points, 53 games played, just a few years removed from being an 81-point player. That's fine. But this is definitely not the same dude And, I mean, look, we'll just say it one more time. Maybe this is the last time we'll ever say it, but self-induced vomiting, enemas, mud baths, like, the guy went through a really interesting healing process in India. It feels good for him, but now he's here. And now he's got the chance to make $7 million if the Winnipeg Jets win the Stanley Cup and Toews plays every game in that run. Guaranteed? Absolutely not. But is there a lot of potential? Oh, yeah. Now, if he's actually good enough and he is like a top 6 center, then okay. Like, I guess you could pay the guy his money. That's what he is able to provide. His cap hit's so small, after all. But the Jets will have to give some extra dough to him to make it all work. But let's shift our gears from talking about stuff that actually did happen to stuff that could happen. Courtesy of Frank Saravelli on the DFO Rundown show. This was posted about and talked about by, who was it? Josh Erickson on ProHockeyRumors.com. This was from yesterday, and it goes over the latest on Buffalo Sabres forward JJ Peterka. There are a bunch of teams interested in this guy. And furthering Friedman's report from Sunday, it was Frank Saravelli who announced on the DFO Rundown podcast June 19th that the Blackhawks, Islanders, Rangers, Lightning, and Canucks all have confirmed interest in acquiring Peterka. Additionally, Sammy Silber of the DC Backcheck reported that the Sabres are asking for a right-handed D-man to replace Bowen Byram on the roster, plus additional NHL-ready assets. So, this is going to be a nice rapid-fire way to dive into it. JJ Peterka playing with Connor Bedard. That sounds pretty good. Think about whomever it is this Blackhawks team could also draft. I mean, if you get Michael Misa, Bedard, and JJ Peterka as your next first line in the future, that is awesome. Absolutely awesome. The Islanders, they have the first overall pick this year. If they wanted to flip it, okay, no, we shouldn't do that. You know, I'm thinking, hypothetically, I don't even want to say it, but Matthew Schaefer, projected first overall pick, is a right-handed D-man. Could you do Schaefer for Peterka plus? Okay, that sounds like blasphemy. I do not want to entertain that discussion. How about Schaefer for Peterka and Byram? It feels so bad to go out there and suggest that kind of a trade idea. But the Islanders have probably the biggest trade chip available out of all these teams here, outside of any unreasonable deal like Connor Bedard or whatever. What am I kidding? The first overall pick's not going to get traded, right? The Rangers, Lightning, a lot more competitive than the Islanders and the Blackhawks at this point. Rangers probably in a spot where they really, really want to make another push, considering the talent that they have and the fact that they just shipped out Chris Kreider. They want to be able to sustainably be competitive. They are just a few seasons removed from winning the President's Trophy, and they made a big swing to take JT Miller. Who knows if they signed Brock Besser at the same time? That's a conversation for later in today, by the way. The Tampa Bay Lightning and JJ Peterka would be stupid. Like, just think of Nikita Kucherov and JJ Peterka having the same level of puck control and pizzazz on the power play. Jake Gensel, Kucherov, Hedman, Point, and Peterka. Oh, I love the sound of that. But who would the Lightning give up? I mean, they don't have many prospects. Oh, Isaac Howard. But would he be interested in signing with Buffalo? He doesn't want to go to Tampa. Lack of opportunity? Tough time breaking onto the roster? Oh, in Buffalo, he'd have a really easy time doing it there. But would he want to do that? Would he want to be a part of a system that's been notorious for not being able to develop guys properly and have them prosper when they leave Buffalo? I don't know. And for the Vancouver Canucks, I mean, the Canucks have been interested in a bunch of Buffalo Sabres dudes the past little while here, and we've been seeing a lot of Bowen Byram trade talk linking him to Vancouver. So, JJ Peterka, high-tier forward, yeah, not surprised that the Canucks are interested in him too, although I don't think that they have the necessary assets to get any of these guys in a trade that Buffalo would actually want, unless Buffalo was interested in only getting futures. But with all this in mind, I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. How do you feel about Jonathan Toews getting paid by Winnipeg? And what are your thoughts on the Rangers, the Islanders, the Lightning, the Canucks, and the Blackhawks being interested in JJ Peterka of the Buffalo Sabres? Thoughts in the comments section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.